in the livestock insurance. High mortality rate. As Dr. Patel had, in fact, Dr. Patel covered a lot of things which we also face. In fact, this thing was more on an insurance, this thing. So, the high mortality rate could be because of, poor identification methods. The process itself is faulty. In the sense, when you go through a bank, the manual tax, another problem which you did not touch is, basically the tax are given to the banker itself. The banker then hands it over to the farmer. The farmer keeps it with himself. And if he has 5 animals, anyone which dies, first, that he will apply. So, to that, so the mortality rate, he is giving premium for 1 animal, and we end up, actually, on a first loss basis, 5 animals. So, that also actually pushes up the mortality rate. And in many cases, we have found that the animal does not exist at all. That is, because of which, again, the rate of premium is very high. Then another problem is poor health management. Poor health management, now crossbreeds are coming in such large numbers, but the farmers are, not really knowing how to handle it. Like recently there was a claim in which there was a case of bloat. 5 animals died because, day before that day, there was a marriage in that house. So what happened was whatever food was left over was given to those animals, and all of them died. So, that is a case of pure, ignorance. I mean, the farmer, he just wanted to dispose of the waste and he just gave it to the animals. He thought, and his buffaloes all escaped. Funny part is, crossbreeds died, but the buffaloes seem to have survived. Then, as he said, credible information database. We really, when we approach a particular society, a mill society, we do not know what the actual, mortality rate is. So in some cases, mortality rate would be very high. In some cases, it would be very low. So there is no general, like you will see in Gujarat itself, there are rates, like in Panchmal, I think they charge 10%. 10% is the, rate charge. Whereas in Mehsana, we are charging 3.5. There is a huge difference in premium. So, those are things which we find very difficult to manage actually. Inadequate veterinary services, again, we have touched upon that. And another is building trust in community. This is again because of the claim processes. Apart from that 15-day waiting period, it may die within the first 15 days also. Then what happens is when he doesn't get a claim, he doesn't renew. It is not that, if he, he is actually insuring because it is credit linked. He has no option but to go for the, but if at the moment renewal comes, he thinks this is a waste of money. He is not looking at it as a value added proposition. Okay, he thinks that this is nothing, insurance companies are there to cheat. That is mainly because of the process also. In fact, in Andhra we have come in certain cases like this post-mortem report. That is one thing which, have you seen actual post-mortem ever happening? Nobody does it. But insurance companies always insist on a post-mortem. And in Andhra I am told that almost 2,000 rupees they charge. And in Rajasthan, for 15,000 cattle, he has to pay 1,000 rupees for the post-mortem report to the veterinary doctor. So this actually adds to the corruption. So these are things which actually, vitiate the atmosphere, and the farmer doesn't want to do it. Then the geographical outreach. For us, it is a problem in the sense most of our clients are very small. Those who have, they are basically, farmers who have bought livestock as a loss mitigation measure. That is, supplementary income. They are marginal farmers who have land, but if it doesn't rain, then this becomes a supplementary income. So except in Gujarat, in Rajasthan and all, this is very common. He has 2 buffaloes, 3 buffaloes. So again, going and tagging is a very difficult process. He might be in very, remote areas. So how to tag? That is another, challenge which we really face. So small scale size of farms. That is, one major challenge which we have to face. I think this, some kind of the challenges which we are facing. I think we discuss this.